This is African American History is American History.
He could ride like the wind, rope like a master, and take down 1,000-pound steer with nothing but grit, instinct, and his teeth. He was Bill Pickett, cowboy, rodeo legend, Wild West showman, and the first black man inducted into the National Rodeo Hall of Fame. This African-American cowboy with Cherokee ancestry didn't just ride into history. He wrestled it to the ground. Born in 1870 in the dusty hills of Jenks Branch, Texas, just outside of Liberty Hill, Bill Pickett was the second of 13 children. His father, Thomas Jefferson Pickett, had once been enslaved. His mother, Mary Gilbert, raised the children with strong roots and an even stronger faith. They were a family of African American and Cherokee heritage. By the 5th grade, young Bill had left school to become a ranch hand. He learned on horseback, among the dust, the cattle, and the wide Texas sky. The open plains became his classroom. Out there he studied more than just the herd of cattle. He studied survival.
This is African American History is American History.
Out among the Texas Longhorns, Bill studied the moves of man and beast. He watched cowboys wrangle runaways, and he watched the bulldogs. See, when a steer got loose, some ranchers would sick their bulldogs on it. He'd seen it before. A runaway steer chased down by a bulldog. The dog would clamp his jaws on the steer's lip and wrestle it to the ground. Bill thought, hell, if a dog can do it, so can I. He started to practice, riding hard, leaping from the saddle, grabbing the horns, and biting the steer's lip to bring it down. He practiced for weeks. He created what came to be known as bulldogging. And it wasn't just a stunt. It was strategy, strength, and showmanship all rolled into one. He started small, country fairs, dusty arenas. But word spread fast. Bill Pickett, the black cowboy with the bulldog bite, could stop a steer cold. He and his brothers formed the Picket Brothers Bronco Busters and Rough Riders Association. But it wasn't long before Bill rode solo into fame. In 1905, he joined the legendary 101 Ranch Wild West show, rubbing shoulders with the likes of Buffalo Bill, Will Rogers, and Tom Mix. They called him the Dusky Demon, a name steeped in the racist language of the time. But Bill, he just wore it with pride. See, he wasn't just a cowboy. He was a showman, a superstar.
This is African American History is American History.
Pickett toured the world, galloping across packed stadiums in Mexico, Canada, and even England. He dazzled crowds with daredevil tricks, roping, riding, and of course, his signature bulldogging. But fame didn't shield Bill Pickett from racism. Too often, rodeos refused to let a black man compete. So Bill did what many had to do in those days. He told folks he was a Comanche just to get in the ring. In the 1920s, he brought his cowboy skills to the big screen, starring in The Bulldogger and The Crimson Skull, both produced by pioneering white filmmaker Richard E. Norman, known for creating films with all-black casts. That made Bill Pickett not only a rodeo star, but also the first black cowboy movie star in history. But even as cameras rolled and crowds cheered, Bill Pickett remained grounded to the land, family, and faith. He and his wife Maggie Turner, herself the daughter of a formerly enslaved woman and a white Southern planter, had 9 children together. In 1932, at the age of 61, after retiring from the Wild West circuit, Bill was working a horse when tragedy struck. A bronco kicked him in the head, and he never woke up. Bill Pickett died on April 2nd, 1932. They buried him on Oklahoma's 101 Ranch, not far from Monument Hill, a sacred place honoring friendship between cowboys and native nations. It was a fitting resting place for a man who bridged so many worlds.
This is African American History is American History.
Although gone, Bill Pickett's legend only grew. In 1972, he was inducted into the National Rodeo Hall of Fame. And in 1989, the ProRodeo Hall of Fame followed suit. In 1993, the U.S. Postal Service honored him with a stamp, though they accidentally used his brother Ben's face. The mistake was corrected the next year, and Bill got his rightful image, drawn from the original movie poster for The Bulldogger. Today, a statue stands tall in his hometown of Taylor, Texas. Streets, trails, and even a hill in Burnett County bear his name. In 2018, he was inducted into the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame, and the sport he invented, bulldogging, well, it evolved into the steer wrestling events still thrilling rodeo fans to this very day. An innovator, an originator of a modern sport, a breaker of racial barriers, a globally recognized performer, and the first black cowboy movie star. But above all, an inspirational figure. You see, in essence, Bill Pickett would be, and should be, celebrated today as one hell of a remarkable human being.
This has been African American History is American History. I'm Harlan Kearsley. Thank you for listening. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Once you do, you'll be notified as soon as new episodes are posted. Thanks again, and please stay safe. African American history is American history. Copyright H.C. Kearsley, 2025.